Well, happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to our travel talk. Today, we're featuring wine, women, and wandering in Portugal's Douro Valley. I am Bonnie Hinchberger, and I'm one of the co-founders of Broad Escapes Tours for Women. The Douro Valley in northern Portugal. You are absolutely going to love this area. Drenched in history, stunning landscapes, friendly locals, and of course, food and wine. There are so many reasons why we keep returning back to this region. Earlier this week, I met with our partner in Portugal and asked her to provide some insight into our tailor-made tour this fall. So join me with my conversation with Raffaello Dentino in Portugal. So nice to have you join us. We are so looking forward to visiting your beautiful country this coming fall. I remember the last time I was in Portugal and how beautiful Porto and the Douro Valley regions were, and I can't wait for our clients to experience this. So thank you also for helping us design this very culturally rich journey. And let's give everyone a sneak preview of what we can expect, what they can expect on our journey. So first of all, can you tell us a little bit about the region and the UNESCO heritage sites that are awarded to it?
Yes, of course, Bonnie. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm very glad to be in this conversation about the north of Portugal, which is one of my favorite regions as well. This trip was designed for women solo travel at a slow pace. The itinerary covers the north of Portugal, a small region but rich in heritage, authentic places, beautiful landscapes, and the cities of Porto, Braga, Guimarães you will be visiting are UNESCO sites due to the authentic architecture from the Middle Ages. And the Douro Valley's cultural landscape is also UNESCO site due to the human intervention in the schist slope to create man-made terrace to grow the wines from the Middle Ages as well. We are fond of slow travel. That means that you will be not rushing from a point to another, but you will take the time to feel the spirit of the place. You will have the opportunity to meet people while visiting, to meet the people behind the scene. For example, in Ponte de Lima, which is a charming town, you will meet Rosario and she will invite you to visit her manor house, Casa da Aurora, belonging to her family since 16th century. In Santar, another village, Susanna will show you a beautiful project called Santar Garden Village. 7 gardens were unified in a single diverse garden which embraced the whole village. This is a very special project. Anna Maria in Douro Valley will invite you to our granite kitchen and show you how the food is prepared. This is regional, authentic food you will taste, share you there. Yes, food is very important in this trip, Bonnie, but it's a homemade food, and you will learn a lot about this. I don't want to talk about food now, but you have to taste. It's a surprise. And about wine as well. For instance, while visiting Quinta do Castro, you will walk in the vineyard and your guide will explain you how the soil, the climate, the schist will make this special terroir for the wine. And in the tasting room, you will invite to taste, recognize flavors, which is very funny at the same time. And
I
rich.
remember last time when we were there, we visited some very small, intimate quintas and
Yes,
had
they are
some wine
all.
tasting. And yeah,
Yes, they are all small,
yeah,
family run. Most of them are family run.
yeah, yeah,
Just like one hotel of ours, the Casa de Justa, it's a family run hotel. The other hotel, we have just 3 hotels in this trip,
yeah.
so
That's what I
it's
wanted
good.
to touch base on because that's one thing that's really nice about this tour. We only have 3 hotels, and one night we will stay in a hotel for 4 nights. Another night we'll stay in for 3 nights. So there's not a lot of packing and unpacking. So, and I know we've specifically chosen the hotels as they're very unique and charming. So, can you tell us a little bit about the accommodations we'll be staying at?
Yes, in Porto, we will stay in downtown, the UNESCO site. And it is a whole building restored and it's a charming hotel. You just feel home. The second hotel, Casa de Justa, is a family-run hotel. It's an original manor house and some other buildings scattered in the garden. Um, so you will have homemade breakfast, homemade dinner, and very lovely. And the wine is the wine from the farm there. The third hotel in Douro Valley, Quinta Casal Ndronio, is a modern building which incorporates elements such cork, stone, wood, which make it very special. And it's built on the top of the hill, so you will have all the Douro Valley at your. The
Yeah,
views are very good, so it's special because of the landscape. I think the three hotels very different, more urban, more countryside, and another in the country region.
yeah. And we've specifically chosen local hotels because we realize with sustainability is so important to us. And with choosing local hotels, we know that our tourism dollars are going back into the communities that we're visiting. And that is true throughout this tour because we're visiting a lot of local businesses and supporting local farmers in the markets and
That's correct.
yeah.
Definitely correct. And it's a pleasure to meet people during the trip.
Well, it makes it
Ah,
more meaningful on both sides, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
We didn't mention yet the activities of the tour. We we will follow Anna in Casa de Justa to the vegetable garden and then in the cook to gather ingredients for the cooking class. Also, it's possible to follow Fernando in the garden. He will teach you how to make topiary or to make a compost. If you have a garden or will have a garden, is also a good thing to know. You asked me the 5 highlights, the 5 big ones.
Yeah, if you were to sum up, why someone should choose this tour to Portugal, maybe sum up, you know, some of the highlights, and just kind of give us what your top 5 picks would be for this tour.
Yeah, we talk about heritage, we talk about landscapes, authentic places, talk about food and wine. We forgot to talk about fun because I hope this will be very enjoyable too, because
Yes.
we ladies, we know how to have fun together. With good wine, good ambience, will be very, very
Yes,
nice.
and we will
Good.
have a local Portuguese guide with us for the
Yes,
duration of the
yes,
tour as
yes.
well.
A young,
Yeah,
experienced guide, Susanna, will
yeah.
be with you from the beginning to the end of the tour. And she is very knowledgeable, enjoyable, and flexible, and will take care of you every day. And this is good because
Excellent. Well, we honestly can't wait to get to your country again. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for explaining a little bit of the details of this tour. I know it's going to be fabulous, and I can't wait to have our group return to Portugal. So thank you, Rafaela. It's been a pleasure, and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, Bonnie. It was a pleasure to work with you.
So nice to have. So I hope you enjoyed that brief outline of our tour. As you can see, we've created this tour specifically to allow time to do a deep dive into the history, the culture, and beauty of the areas that we'll be visiting. So now that you've heard a little bit about where we'll be traveling and what we'll be doing while we're there, I'm now going to show you a short slideshow of what you can expect to see. Well, seeing those photos brings me back to previous trips and the great memories we've had. I'd like to transport myself to Portugal right now, particularly because when I look outside, we have snow on the ground here in Ontario. So with me today, I have Liz Chase, and I'm going to introduce her to you right now. Liz is one of our Broad Escapes tour managers. And anyone who's traveled with her before can attest to the fact that she is an amazing leader and she will take great care of you on your journey. So I will welcome Liz, and I'm going to pass the mic virtually over to Liz in our Vancouver office. And you won't see her on the screen right away, but we'll both come back for question and answer at the end of the presentation. So take it away, Liz.
Well, thanks, Bonnie. Welcome all. So glad you could join us for this tantalizing taste of Portugal. Now that you've imagined yourself in this marvelous country, experiencing the culture and the many local treasures of the lovely North, sipping wine, swapping stories, and having a laugh with new friends on a terrace overlooking the Douro Valley, you can actually transport yourself there September 26th to October 6th, 2022. So on this tour, we're taking a maximum of 15 travelers. The cost is $5,800 for land only. Traveling solo, don't hesitate. We're a warm, friendly bunch ready to welcome you, and we offer a roommate match. For those who prefer perhaps a single, that's available as an option with a supplement. And we do have a group flight going from Toronto to Porto direct that coincides with our tour dates that you can book through us. So before the green wine becomes too well aged and you miss out on the legend of the Barcelo rooster, book with us now at our on our website, or you can contact us at the number listed here on the screen. And as always with our BE tours, you can travel with peace of mind, knowing that every detail is looked after, and we most especially look after you.
Excellent. Thank you, Liz. We're going to open it up for question and answer now. So let me just check the chat box. If anyone has any questions, you can add them to the chat box. I don't see any in here quite yet, but does anyone have any questions?
No, maybe not looking like it at the moment, but if you do, you can contact us directly at any time. And oh, there's one popping up.
So I'm not a big wine drinker. Would this tour still be right for me? So absolutely. There will be some wine tasting events during our tour, but certainly, if you don't want to partake in that, you will certainly be able to enjoy the tour without doing the wine tasting. Any other questions? What is the weather like? So the time of year that we're traveling, the weather should be very pleasant. It should typically, I would think, be around 25 degrees Celsius in the daytime, and usually around 16, 17 in the evening. So you might need a jacket in the evening, but it should be a good time of year to travel. So how have we been managing changing COVID protocols? Well, that is a question that is changing every day. The answer is changing every day, but we are staying on top of the COVID protocols. Of course, like everybody, you can't predict what they might be in the future. But we have systems in place that we are checking on. We have like changes as they come in. So, any of that information would be passed on to all the travelers. And we do go with, the basic minimum is that you will need to be vaccinated in order to travel. And then, of course, on top of that, if there's any restrictions within the country, some countries still offer or require that you have masks while indoors, but again, that can change at any time. So, but we will certainly be keeping you abreast of all the changes of the protocols between now and travel date. And for those who are interested, there's also a protection that you can purchase on your insurance. It's a COVID protection plan. So, if something were to happen where you were quarantined somewhere, there's protection and coverage for that. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions, but certainly you're free to contact us by phone or by email if you do have questions individually. Liz, I'll just let you do the closing remarks, and I'll get sorted out here for the video that we're going to show.
Yeah, I just wanted to say just how excited I am to be out in the world traveling together again. One of my last tours before COVID was to the Portuguese Azores. And so I'm really looking forward to sharing another BE Portugal journey together in this really wonderfully pleasant country. Now to close, we're going to show you a brief video of Anna Maria's authentic cooking experience that's part of the tour. So enjoy.
Mas porquê é que a gente não se encontra? No largo da bica fui-te procurar. Campo de cebolas eu sem te encontrar. Eu fui mesmo até à casa do fado, mas tu não estavas em nenhum lado. Mas porquê é que a gente não se encontra? Mas porquê é que a gente não se encontra? Já estou sem saber o que hei de fazer. Se seguir em frente, ai Madre de Deus, se voltar atrás, ai enxergar os meus, e o rio diz que tarde infeliz. Mas porquê é que a gente não se encontra? Mas porquê é que a gente não se encontra? Já estou farta disto, farta de verdade. Vou beber a bica, sentar e pensar. Ver se esta saudade, ai, fica ou não fica. E talvez sem querer não querem lá ver. Sem te procurar te veja passar. Sem te procurar te veja passar.
Well, thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you, and we hope to be hosting you in Portugal this coming fall.
Yes, thank you. Look forward to seeing you all.
Bye for now.